It's week 3 of the 2023 season, and we'll see Tom Brady. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Buccaneers and the Commanders on EA Sports.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
To the air right away is Brady.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Brady.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
All right, partner, will be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Back to throw here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here are the Commanders making their way out.
And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Boston. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through.
And it's 3-0 Washington. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. From just shy of midfield, Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Brady again. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady deferring to White on the draw.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Brady now on first down.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
From the 16, Brady.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Jones will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
White, touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Taken in at the 3.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Off the option, here's Robinson.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Complete to Curtis Samuel. A gain of 3.
Robinson up the middle.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
He was brought down by Levante David.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Boy, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady.
Brady's pass complete to James Harvey. It's a gain of 6.
First down, here's White.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To throw is Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady now to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady.
Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Brady.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16.
The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete.
That's Williams. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On play action, now Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that drive 12 plays in length. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on 2nd down. Boston.
Got a man. It's Diaby Brown, complete. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down. Boston.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boston. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught by Brown.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. Tom Brady and the Bucs set to go back to work. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down.
Now Brady. And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Williams.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
We talk a lot about referees trying to protect quarterbacks, and no question they're going to protect number 12.
And really, truly, around the league, the intent is to protect all quarterbacks. It's just common sense. Those are the guys everyone comes to see play each and every week, and that call was pretty easy.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. On second and goal, Brady, and in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Preston Williams, his second touchdown on the season, and they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The point after is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Commanders 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll complete this to Gibson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
On first down, Brady.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first and 10, here's Brady. This is caught by Evans.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
second and 10.
Now Brady again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The better.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Here's Brady to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee to bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Wan'Dale Robinson, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. James Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. David Montgomery with both of their touchdowns thus far as he scored twice on the ground. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for Washington, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone.